At the wedding, my nephew announced, Uncle Steven finally found someone desperate enough to date him. I smiled, congratulated the couple, and left. Monday morning, his college tuition I've been paying got canceled. I need to get this off my chest because the family drama has reached nuclear levels. I'm 34, own a successful contracting business, and I've been single most of my adult life by choice. Brooke seemed different though. She was 29, worked in marketing, and we'd been talking about moving in together. I was even thinking about ring shopping. I'd been covering Kyle's college tuition for 4 years. My sister Kimberly divorced when Kyle was 15. Money was always tight, so when he got into state university, I offered to pay rather than watch him drown in student loans. Roughly $1,800 per month. Plus, I bought him a car and covered textbooks. Total investment was pushing $80,000. Saturday was Kyle's wedding to his college sweetheart, Isabella. I was excited to bring Brooke, first time meeting my extended family. The reception was amazing until Kyle stood up for his speech. He thanked his parents, his new wife, then his eyes landed on me with this smug grin. I also want to thank my Uncle Steven for everything he's done for me. He's been like a second father, and I'm so glad he finally found someone desperate enough to date him. Brooke, you're a saint for putting up with his boring construction stories. The entire room erupted in laughter. Kyle raised his glass like he just delivered the punchline of the century. My whole family was laughing, including Kimberly, who was practically in tears from cackling. But then I noticed something that made my blood run cold. Brooke was looking directly at Kyle's best man, Patrick, and they shared this quick, knowing look before she composed herself. I didn't make a scene. I stood up, walked over to Kyle, shook his hand, and congratulated him. Told Brooke I wasn't feeling well and needed to head home early. That night I couldn't sleep. Something about that look between Brooke and Patrick kept bothering me. I'd seen Patrick around when I picked up Kyle from campus, but Brooke never mentioned knowing him. Sunday morning I called Kyle, still hungover, but thought his speech was hilarious. I asked about Patrick, and Kyle mentioned Patrick and Brooke had been seeing each other on and off for about 2 years. They'd broken up in February, but Patrick still asked about her all the time. My stomach dropped. Brooke and I started dating in March. The timeline was crystal clear. Barely any gap between their breakup and when she started dating me. I spent Sunday doing research. Brooke had always been secretive about social media. I created a fake account and found photos of her with Patrick dating back 18 months. Most recent post was from 2 weeks ago, them at a restaurant together. Monday morning, I called the university's financial aid office. Due to unexpected family circumstances, I need to discontinue funding effective immediately. I also stopped the automatic transfer for his monthly expenses. Then I called Brooke, told her I knew about Patrick and we were done. She went into damage control, claiming it was just friendship. I told her I'd seen the photos and heard the timeline from Kyle himself. She started crying, begging me to meet for coffee. I declined and blocked her number. By Tuesday afternoon, my phone was ringing nonstop. Kimberly was furious, demanding to know why I'd canceled Kyle's tuition. I explained calmly the wedding speech and discovering Brooke's betrayal. Kimberly accused me of being vindictive, punishing Kyle for something that wasn't his fault. I reminded her Kyle was an adult who chose to publicly humiliate me at his wedding, and my financial support was a gift, not an obligation. He clearly knew about Brooke and Patrick, but never bothered mentioning it. Kyle finally called yesterday, clearly panicking about his final semester starting in 3 weeks. Tried apologizing for the speech, claiming he was drunk and didn't mean anything by it. When I brought up him knowing about Patrick and Brooke, he got defensive, said it wasn't his place to get involved in my relationship. I explained that watching family get played by someone they care about and staying silent isn't neutral, it's complicit. He argued he barely knew Brooke and didn't think it was serious between her and Patrick. The whole family thinks I'm overreacting, but I'm done being the family ATM for people who don't respect me. Kyle had one job, show basic respect at his own wedding. Instead, he chose to humiliate me while knowing his best friend was playing me behind my back. Actions have consequences, and sometimes those consequences cost $80,000.